if it was $100,000 on the table that I'm not aware of, then yeah, I could see, bro, you know what I'm saying, going with a move.
I want to speak on 3 Real People real quick. Is for Straight Drop, for Cornelius, and I also want to speak to Big Juke. For Straight Drop, he was an artist that you actually have faith in that could make it.
Definitely.
Now he's, of course, how much time did he get hit with?
Drop got life.
For him, how I don't know how old he was, but he was young. He was young. For him to do this time, even what you're saying, like right now, like as far as keeping your head on the swivel for what happened, are you concerned for his safety in there, or do you care to even think about what he's going through from whatever relationship y'all had together with the music?
Man, actually, last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, I spoke to bro. It was our first time communicating. He reached out to me. He had someone to reach out to me.
Yeah.
And saying, Drop wanted to holler at me.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to, check the temperature and see, what it hit for him, what he wanted to discuss. So I accepted the call and, we chopped it up and bro just hollered at me, and because there was some things that were said and just came to the light during the trial that I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
And that if the shoe was on the other foot, I definitely wouldn't have never said or did to him. But he explained how he came to saying the things that were said, and he was just being brainwashed by the sucker Cornelius telling him that I was doing certain things, and the whole time it was him. And Drop ended up seeing that when the case played out. And so, he kind of felt bad for saying some of the things that he did say. And, he just, apologized to me. And not on no sucker shit, just on some grown man shit.
Yeah.
He apologized to me. So, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to Drop, I hope he do his time, with as much peace as he possibly, can. I ain't that type of person. I ain't cold-hearted like that. At one point in time, I feel like we was gonna be the next Birdman, Lil Wayne or something, because of the little nigga talented, and I seen it, and I wanted that for him. I wanted him to shine, and I wanted him to, become the next drill rapper out the city.
For what you wanted, do you feel, now that the case has played out the way it played out, do you feel it was the lack of money for him, or was it animosity for the situation, the person that was, of course, for Dolph being hit?
Well, I'm going to say this, and it's kind of hard for me to answer that question because I don't work in the courts. Right to this day, I can't still say he did that.
Yeah.
He got an appeal in right now that's pending, and he's still standing on that he innocent.
Yeah.
So I can't necessarily speak on that,
Okay.
or whatever.
So I guess a better question would be, if it was, let's just say we're speaking of hypothetical, if there was $100,000 to be made as far as said play,
Mm-hmm.
Can that $100,000, would he have benefited from that $100,000? Like based on the way y'all was moving and working, like, man, he was $100,000 away from making his dream come true.
Well, if we speaking hypothetically, I think the type of person, bro was a motherfucker, and he He ain't tolerate no bullshit. You know, if it's time to go, he gonna go. I guess to answer your question in a smoother way, I done seen him go for way less. You know, so with that being said, if it was $100,000 on the table that I'm not aware of, then yeah, I could see, bro, you know what I'm saying, going with a move.
Now, Cornelius, you know, the way it played out with him, and again, I don't know y'all relationship as far as, you know, what it was with that, but how do you see, of course, he's still pending his, you know, day in court. How are you hoping it goes for him?
I hope he die in his sleep.
God.
Yeah, I hope he die in his sleep. I hope he choke on his own vomit.
Man.
I hope he get in the cell with a serial killer or some shit. Nigga just kill him in his sleep. Yeah, because he's a sucker. You know, I think all devils should die. You know, and I characterize him as a devil because anytime you could get on the stand and just tell and repeatedly tell lies on a nigga that's done helped you and really didn't even know you, and that's something I gotta blame me on for being too accessible, you know, and too kind-hearted and trying to help every motherfucker. You know, for him to get on that stand and turn a lot of things around and try to just say this shit for his benefit to get away from up under a life sentence was just crazy. That's just like, if me and you leave here right to this day and we go our separate ways and let's just say someone end up dead outside this studio and I get jammed for it. But you was here though. And so if I'm a evil ass person, I could sit up and conjure up a lie and try to throw it off on you and put it
start to making up.
Yeah. But me, the kind of person I am, I wouldn't be able to sleep with it, knowing that I done lied on you and took you away from your kids.
Yeah, I was curious. Did he have something he was getting taken away from that? Like, did he have a new child or something? Or?
I don't know if he had a new child, but I know he got a couple kids, I think. I know he got one because he spoke. He said the day that he killed Dolph, he was trying to earn some money to get a birthday present or something. You know, which is some of the craziest shit ever. You know, for you to say that, for you to go take another man's life or an artist that's done help the city and, you know, and give out turkeys every year because you're trying to get your daughter a birthday present. Man, you should be able to go charge a bitch for a birthday gift. Yeah, that was wild, you know, so that should give...
It taught me a lot about Memphis right there.
Yeah, man. That should give people a better idea of what kind of person that we talking about here.
Yeah.
A nigga that'll go take somebody's life because you're trying to get a birthday gift.
From Walmart
for a kid.
Damn. Nah, that's perspective for real. All right, lastly, I want you to, speak on Juke, man. This all came about because of a chance meeting as far as you trying to put Juke with straight drop, as far as you being involved. Your relationship with Juke, again, and, rest in peace to Juke, but as far as what happened to him, the way the finale of his life came about, just you being an associate with him, was even that deserved, based on again, I don't know what you know, but just based on whether the streets is talking, whether from what you hear, do you feel like, man, like...
Was his death deserving?
Yeah, not saying deserving, but more so expected, like, that, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
I don't want to say it was expected because I feel like I wasn't expecting it to happen because the Juke that I know, I thought Juke would have been moving better, But to Juke's defense, he had some security out there with him, but he ain't had the right people. Because when them niggas pulled up, Juke had a officer standing right there with him with 100 shots, and the officer took out running. You know what I'm saying? So he had the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? He supposed to have Red out there with him. You know, shout out, you know what I'm saying? They got a head of security. His name Red. He been with him for years. You know, so if he would have had Red out there, I think it would have went different. Juke may have, you know, still been alive. But as far as expecting it, no, I didn't expect it because, you know, Juke was, you know, when you at war, you supposed to move like you at war. And, you know, again, I just, you know, he should have had a couple more people out there with him. You know, you don't depend on no. And then, you know, you should have had your own too. You know, you ain't nobody gonna protect me like me.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't give a fuck how long you been security or whatever the case may be. Ain't nobody gonna protect me like me.
Is Memphis like that though, to where like if it's up, it's up anywhere? Ain't no safe ground, ain't no church, ain't no
it's thing over the recent years. It's thing got like that with the young niggas. Damn. You know, they done brought a whole different element to sliding into beef. You know, in my era, was a lot of things that was off limits, boundaries we didn't cross. But with the young niggas, it's different.
Yeah, you know, you see in Dallas again.
And how it gets so crazy is because the young niggas so crazy. The OGs, niggas in our era, you know, we gotta match the energy. Mm. You know, you can't let the young niggas, you know, come take over.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta match the energy, and there you go, because the young niggas ain't even respecting the OGs no more. In my era, you know, we respected the OGs. We weren't scared of the OGs, but we respected them.
Yeah. Nah, it's real. Yeah, it's getting a lot more blatant. You know, rest in peace, Lil Ronnie in Dallas or Fort Worth, you know, his daughter in the car, you know.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know, it's, you know.
Yeah, ain't no way I would have did that. Man, do you know how many times, you know, I can't even speak on, like, give great detail, but it's done been so many times where I done caught my man, or at least I done thought I done caught my man. And you get a good close up, and he got them kids with him.
Yeah, walk away.
Yeah, nah, man, you got that. I'm gonna let you make it. All right, kids, you don't involve kids, women and kids. Nah, that's just the era I come from. That shit off limits.
Man, now you saying something right there, man. Well, with that being said, definitely rest in peace to Juke, man. Rest in peace to Dolph. I mean, rest in peace to everyone that's involved in the situation,
for sure.
man.
That's just like when people, they come in under my shit all the time. They put the Dolphins up or Dolph live forever. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping, you know. They can do that all day because, you know, I agree with it. You know, shout out to Dolph, rest in peace, Dolph, you know. You know what I'm saying? I hope his family, you know, I hope they doing okay. Mentally, and you know what I'm saying, I hope they, you know what I'm saying, getting through these holidays to the best of their ability. But you know, I ain't no hatred in my heart for that side, for his family. You know, he just went through some shit and had to get through it.
You know, if people don't know, man, we doing this interview on Thanksgiving Day, so you know, shout out to you and yours, man. Thanksgiving to all. You know, again, November's always been like a rapper is always heard losing his life in November. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about either, man. It's crazy, man.
But it is crazy. Yeah, it's the fact that it just kind of keeps repeating itself.
Yeah,
man. But we do these prison stories, man, not to glorify, man. So if you don't mind, I want you to be able to talk to the people, man, the YNs out there. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a Cornelius or a Drop or any, you know, people out here taking penitentiary chances, not knowing what they've never stood a day in a pen. So we try to tell these stories to kind of motivate them to not actually have to do time that you did, you know. Yeah. So if you don't mind, just at least speak to the youth out there, man. Tell them what they giving up, what they losing, and why they need to stay from out. You know, keep their freedom.
Man, you know, I'm kind of glad you touched on that, because I've been talking to a few people in my city, and people, you know, they interested in wanting me to tell my story and stuff to kids, and you know, and try to. You know, you can't save them all, but even if you don't save only one, you know, that, you know, it make you feel good. But my message to the youth is just all the shit that y'all see these rap niggas doing in these videos and hearing in these songs, and man, that shit faker than some of these action movies, you know, and it ain't gonna get you nothing but a life sentence or dead. You know, you can't. You know, that shit just, it should just sound cool and it look cool, but it ain't cool. You know, trouble's so easy to get in and so hard to get out of. Man, I just want them to sit back and just realize and just think about like a lot of the beef and shit that they involved in. The shit ain't about nothing. It ain't about no money. Ain't nobody did nothing to your family members or none of that. You, for the most part, they be into it with niggas because they claim a different part of the city or a different clique. Like, I just can't imagine me having the mindset of riding around trying to kill a nigga because he live in a different area or he claim a different clique or whatever, man. That shit ain't about nothing. Man, enjoy your family. You know, try to focus on your kids, something positive, getting learning a trade or something like that, something that's going to get your CDLs or something, because soon as you get jammed up with them niggas, it's one or two things gonna happen. Either everybody gonna tell on you, and then the niggas on the outside, they gonna break bad on you. And they gonna be trying to fuck your girl. You know,
that's a real shit.
Yeah, so man, just quit running with all them niggas. You know, a pack of niggas, man, get with your girl and get with your kids and just enjoy life, man. You know, just running with a pack of niggas that ain't on nothing. Now, if you running with a group of niggas and y'all riding around looking for real estate, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if you riding around with a bunch of niggas and everybody in the car got a gun and a ski mask, man, you need to get the hell up out that car.
Come on. You could be Trey. That's some real shit, man. Preach. With that being said, now you got your own social media platforms, man, for where you, of course, are telling these stories, and you kind of, you're about to go to a whole nother level, man. Documentary, books, things of that nature.
Appreciate it.
For those that do want to follow you, man, tell them how to get to your YouTube channel, your Instagram, Facebook, wherever
you can find me on Instagram. Hernandez Govan 23. That's Hernandez Govan 23. The same on Facebook. My YouTube's Bet with Quit. Quit Pics, QUETTEPSCKS. I got a lot of great content on there, a lot of funny content. I do podcasts and I done interviewed Hernandez, Terrence Gangster Williams, 607 Unk, Not the Punk. So just go check my shit out. I think you'll enjoy it.
And just real quick, because I'm a big Dallas fan. Today's Thanksgiving, man. Who you got? Dallas or Kansas City Chiefs winning this game today?
Man, come on, you know the answer to that. Mahomes all day. Ain't no way.
Damn. All right. We're gonna close it out.
But hey, y'all did just come back and beat the Eagles, though.
Come on, Super Bowl. I mean,
yeah. Y'all got some life. So we're gonna see today. We're gonna see today. You're gonna see today. All
right, man. Well, enjoy your turkey, man. Enjoy your dressing or whatever it is. Enjoy your family. With that being said, man, we gotta say, man, Prison Stories 101, man. Govan Hernandez, man. I appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving, sir.
Man, for sure. Appreciate you for having me.
Let's go.
100.